Hey, everybody, Joe Joseph here for thedailysheeple.com, and this is your news shot. Well, The Independent recently just put out this piece, and let me just tell you the title. Facebook will start hiding spam, public posts from users sharing vast amounts per day. They are taking censorship to an entirely new level. This, my friends, is basically the straw that broke the camel's back for me. It's time now to boycott Facebook. It's time now to move off of these social media platforms that believe that they're invincible, that believe that no matter what the will of the people might be, that they are too big, too powerful, and therefore can control the information stream, basically becoming the new media. Okay, so dinosaur media is dead. Mainstream media is the way of the dodo. It's going out the door. They know this. So now it's time for social media, which has really become the new space for pushing news stories out. Now there's a tamp down to control what people are seeing and what people are saying more than ever before. Try to rekindle that control of the information stream. It says here, Facebook is due to start hiding posts from people who spam users' news feeds with clickbait, sensationalized, and misinformative articles. First of all, who's the judge of that? That's the question. It says in a statement, the social media giant said it was making the update to reduce low-quality links in users' news feeds. Again, who is it that decides what a low-quality link is? It says Facebook said it carried out research which showed that a small group of users were routinely sharing vast amount of public posts per day, which was effectively spamming people's news feeds. The study showed that the same people who were sharing vast amount of public posts were also sharing low-quality content. As a result of the research, Facebook said it would deprioritize posts being shared from those accounts. The new policy will only apply to links for individual articles and domains. Pages, videos, photos, check-ins, or status updates will not be affected. Facebook said it aimed to make people's news feeds more informative. It said by taking steps like this to improve news feed, we're able to surface more stories that people find informative and reduce the spread of problematic links such as clickbait, sensationalism, and misinformation. Meanwhile, Facebook is also reported to be rolling out a new Discover tab for Messenger that will make it easier for users to find and engage with brands and chatbots. You see, folks, this is nothing more than sensationalism with a lovey-dovey good feeling to it, right? Make you feel good. Yes, we're going to clean up your newsfeed. No, that's not what it is. What it is blatant censorship. And the fact is they are going to attack all of your independent media outlets, trying to stifle them. So my thing, folks, is there are other social media platforms out there, right? One of them is Scene.is. Scene.is is based out of Iceland. And Scene.is is a site that at one point in time was able to basically mirror what Facebook is doing. And there's even shareware to do this. I'm sorry, it's Scene.life. Scene.life. Scene.life is a basically mirror copy of what Facebook used to be way back at the beginning. It doesn't have all the bells and whistles of Facebook. It may not react as fast as Facebook. It may be a little more inconvenient than Facebook. But the fact of the matter is, it's not Facebook. And at Scene.life, there's no censorship, minus your routine modding for any sort of truly offensive content. This is what we have to do. If these entities get too big for their britches and believe they wield so much power over our lives to the point that they can censor our ability to communicate with one another, then we should no longer support these entities. there was a great Frontline documentary. It's 4 hours long. But if you look up Frontline and Snowden, you will unearth an unbelievable documentary. And I'm telling you, folks, they got everybody involved. I mean, you're talking about from both sides of the fence. People that, like Glenn Greenwald, that was given the information from Snowden, from other anti-government snooping activists and reporters, to the bad guys themselves coming on camera and defending this type of behavior. Oh, it's good for us. It's keeping us safe. Yes. Look, folks, at the end of the day, the only people that are responsible for keeping you safe is you. Okay? The government can do but so much before the power gets up into their melon, into their hearts, into their minds, you know, and just totally takes them over. Men and women of honor, very few of them are in public office. Most men and women of honor want nothing to do with public office, simply because of what it entails and some of the pressures that they know they'll face if given that much power. And it's very hard. Jason Chaffetz of Utah recently found out, you know, over the years, what going to Congress really is. I, as a civil servant who wanted to change things from the inside, it just doesn't happen. You can try like the Dickens, but boy, they stomp you out. They snuff you out. And pretty soon you just got to get out. Chaffetz resigned. I left government. A whole type of just toxic environment exists. Oh, I mean, people are nice to each other and they get along. But in the grand scheme of things, you know, don't whistleblow. Don't be that guy. Don't rock the boat. Because if you do, they'll snuff you out. And they'll invalidate you. And they'll embarrass you. And they will make an example out of you. Thomas Drake found out, you know, went through hell on earth before the government dropped all the charges. But by then he had gone through his savings and gone through all the money he had. Had to work at an Apple store. Here was a high-level executive within government. Was working at an Apple store just to make ends meet because the government had stolen all of his assets, basically, because he had to defend himself against an entity with endless deep pockets that, you know, for lack of a better term, I mean, they can throw lawyers at you all day long. As long as the government funds itself, those lawyers will always be there. You got to pay by the hour. You know, so I mean, it's a very tough situation to be in, but check it out. Frontline, go to YouTube, search Frontline and Snowden and watch it. It's an unbelievable documentary. You won't be disappointed. And again, it just shows you beyond a shadow of a doubt why we need to get away from Facebook, get away from the Googles of the world, and start taking our power back. And we can do it, folks, but we have to be able to say, look, it doesn't have all the bells and whistles, but it suits its purpose where we can be free. And that's what's important to me. I'm Joe Joseph. This was thedailysheeple.com's News Shot. Feel free to comment below and visit our website at thedailysheeple.com. Have a great day.